Hello and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to do an unboxing of Monmouth, which is the Battle of the American Revolution Volume 5. Now, I've done a box opening of the tri-pack, which is 1 through 3. And unfortunately I don't have the 4th game, which is, I believe, Savannah. But I do have Monmouth, and I've been trying to find these games online that are in at least decent shape. And this particular one is a used game that I was able to pick up for a decent price also. And it's part of the whole series of the American Revolution. I think they have 10 of them now, or at least the 10th one is in the P500 with GMT Games. But this particular game is the longest battle of the American Revolution, June 28th, 1778. And game design is by Mark Miklos. And he's designed, I think, all of these games, at least all the ones that I've seen so far. So this game comes about 1.5 inch box. On the back here, it talks about Monmouth and the battle there. It gives us the game contents, some of the pieces here. Complexity is 5, so these games are relatively easy to learn. Solitaire suitability is a 4 on it. And the unit size are battalions and regiment on this one. Map is 200 yards. So let's check it out. Let's see what's inside this game here. Now, like I said, it's used, so it has the map on top. So let's look at that here in a minute. And let's get oh, here we go. So here again is our series rulebook, and again the series rulebook has all of the rules that relate to particular games, to all of these games, movement, defense, rifle fire, things that all the games have in common. And then each game is going to have its own rulebook, exclusive rulebook. Now this particular one is April of 2007, and of course this is a much newer one on the website, which gives you the current contents of this overall series rulebook, which is what I've been reading, instead of, trying to work my way through all of them, because some of them will have different things for each release, I'm sure. And Monmouth Courthouse, this is the exclusive rulebook for it. So this is a nice looking rulebook. It's black and white printing, and it has sequence of play here, victory conditions for this particular game, and the particular pieces. And some of the unusual counters that it may have. Confusion marker here, impact, and then play balance, and then a historical scenario, and it looks like they have another scenario here, the holding action, and then we have another scenario here, Washington stand. So we have like 3 mini scenarios here, and I don't know if you have an entire one, but that's pretty nice. And we have the history here in the back. Mark Miklos writes these. And I gotta say that, I really like this series on the fact that it deals with one battle, and you can learn about that particular battle. And that's really enjoyable for me. And it brings a little bit of life to the game and reality to the game, I think. So on the back here we have order of battle, it looks like. And then we have the player's aid card here, and 2 of them are in each game, most of them, at least the ones that I've all seen. And they're exactly the same, they're identical. And this particular one opens up. And each game has a little bit different tables, command and control table here. That I didn't see that in the tri-pack that I opened up. Morale, close combat, that was there. Tactical matrix, close combat table. All of that was in the other game. And terrain effects chart. Now this one just gives you the name, but on the map, when you get to the map, it actually has images of the terrain so that you can match it up there, so you know exactly what terrain is what on this for the dice roll modifiers. And then, like I said, this game, which was nice, they were all punched out, and even the corners are trimmed. He had this so that when I saw the picture, it was all inlaid into, you know, set inside this so that you knew that everything was here. So the pieces look really in great shape. It doesn't look like this game has been used too much. Oh, here's a piece that's out on its own, no disrupt. Oh, it's not trimmed on all the corners. I guess I'm gonna trim that part. And then we have the American dice and the British dice and red and blue 10-sided dice here. So finally we get to the map. And let me see here before I open that up. Let me see on the back here. Should give me the map size, 22 by 34. So that way I can tell you, it's 22 by 34 map. And like all of the games in this series, it has a morale tracker here, and then it has the game tracker down here. And you can see that we have some thick forest here, some open ground, some hills, roads, pond, Foreman's Pond. And then on this here, we have command and control table. So this is something that's unique to this particular game. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out in this particular game. And then eliminated and capture. And then of course all the maps have points where certain things come in. I don't know if you can see that right there, but I'll try to zoom in on that right here where units will come in. Here's B over here. And I think they have, yeah, you're going to have some victory hexes here. Let me get that in there so you see that. So it's really a nice looking map actually. It's a sort of a glossy, somewhat thick paper, but it looks like it would hold up for quite some time. So I'm really looking forward to playing this game. I'm not sure exactly how this all plays, all these games yet, but I'm just sort of collecting them. I've heard nothing but good about all of these American Revolutionary games. And because this is a time in history that interests me, I'm really looking forward to playing these. And of course, if you subscribe to the channel, you'll be able to come along as I play them and tell me what I'm doing wrong, especially if you know these games. So that was my box opening of Monmouth, sorry. And I'm looking forward to playing this game and getting on the table and getting everything going. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you're around next time.